Hello everyone and welcome to Days with Dan. If you're new here, I'm Dan, and I make content about comic characters, stories, and worlds you probably haven't heard of or thought of yet. If that's something you're interested in, please subscribe. Today we're going to be talking about one of Rob Liefeld's greatest comic book creations he's ever made. No, I'm not talking about Deadpool. We are going to be talking about The Pouch. I don't think it's any secret that Rob Liefeld has made some pretty interesting choices when it came to drawing comics in the 90s. A lot of the choices were weird anatomy and proportions, wrinkles on different faces, curved weapons, the lack of drawing feet, crazy muscles, I guess that could fall into the weird anatomy and proportions, random headgear on classic heroes, ponytails, guns, and of course, pouches. Now, Rob has received a lot of criticism over the years, some calling him the worst artist ever, some saying that, he doesn't belong in the comic industry. Say what you will about him. I mean, he did create Deadpool, and he did have a pretty successful career in the 90s. And taking all of that criticism, Rob actually made a joke about the situation and took all of those comments on his work and he created The Pouch. I believe it was in 2018 when he posted The Pouch to social media. The Pouch would later become so popular that it would actually get put on different comic covers as well as even get a mini story. The Pouch was featured in Image Comics' Blood Strike number 23, where he appears in a brief solo adventure. This involved him defending a city from bad guys, apparently by absorbing them into his pouches. And it seems as though he even punches Magneto in one of the panels. As far as powers and abilities go from this short story, we can see that he can absorb people into his pouches. And like I depicted here, a lot of times I've seen drawings of him where he sports two pouch swords and also a pouch gun that will shoot pouches. I hope that Rob creates more stories about the Pouch in the future. And like I said, to Rob's credit, I think it was a cool way to take all the negativity that was given to you and create a funny comic character. And his art skills aside, you can't say the guy wasn't successful. I think the 90s were just a weird time overall for comics. There were some really great comics that came out and some other choices that weren't too great. One of the things that was affected the most was probably a lot of the different costumes that were revamped for older heroes. And maybe I'll make a video of that coming up, but I wanted to do this video. I tried to stay stylistically to some of the things that I mentioned in this video about Rob Liefeld's artistic styles. Like, I didn't include feet, I tried to curve some weapons, and tried to make it a little bit more visually pleasing in that sense. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope we get more information on the Pouch in the future, and I hope more comics and movies and whatever else featuring the Pouch will happen. I think that would be so funny to see a Pouch TV show or the Pouch movie, or have the Pouch in some way into the MCU, or starting the Image universe with the Pouch. I think that would be super fun to see where the Pouch goes forward. But anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of the day. Shorter video this week. Like I said, if you're new here, please consider subscribing. That would mean so much. You guys are awesome, and I will see you again next week with a new video. Goodbye!